Hello friends, welcome back. For those who are looking for studying in Japan, studying in abroad, this video will be for you. So, I had an opportunity to share my insights and suggestions from my last 3 years of guidance through the channel Nimble Prerana. Many of you are aware. I shared refined suggestions and the ways to apply for Japan and some additional information with the students of SRM University Sikkim. So, I hope to share the same thing with you also, the audience from YouTube. So I refined a little bit the slides after the presentation. You can see the slide here. So it is recently, and also I had opportunity to present in the past. It's another experience by Hiroshima University, wherein I shared about my internship experience, and also I had a experience sharing. I got this experience twice, I think, by this embassy opinion in Japan. So we had opportunity to discuss about the study in Japan. This is one session, and I think this is available online even now. So that is a bit different format. So I wanted to quickly go through for you people about the scholarships and about the life in Japan and about the kind of hidden undervalued information. What do you call? So the necessary information which not often seen in the public forum discussions. So I wanted to go through all these things. So this is about me, you might be knowing already. So I was working in the IIT for a couple of years before, after my bachelor's, before my master's. Then I started my PhD, and now I completed with my extra scholarship, university recommended. So I'm glad I shared multiple platforms with the students and all the age groups in throughout my 3 years. So that is my insights for those who wanted to study in Japan. I'll add some more in maybe dedicated video, how I spent 3 years, how I made out of it the extra. I mean, in the same time, how you can make extra out of the same time. So that I'll share some other time. Let's go through this video. So study in Japan, right? Study in Japan. The topics like first is scholarships. There are couple of varieties of scholarship people not really aware, so I will go through briefly in this slide. The first one, mixed scholarship, already. It's a mixed scholarship. You can apply through embassy or you can apply through university. So the first selection will be done by embassy or the university. Then they will send to the second screening through the main office in Tokyo. The mixed Ministry of Education. I think it's full form. It's a long version. You can please explore. So that one they send, and then you get the final selection to your email, the confirmation. Then you come to study here. That's a normal process. So the embassy recommended usually starts around summertime, May, June. That too from your own country, say from India or even from your country in Europe or Asia. I have seen that also many many embassies. I reviewed some of them. And the university recommendation starts now. It is around September, October, November. It's a good time now, especially October, November. So please do check out, and I'll share some of the universities which are opened recently and which I reviewed in the past, which you can apply again. So it is deadlines will go up to February. And the private scholarships, which will be after joining to university. Say for PhD in Hokkaido University, we have that additional fellowship. That is for say your PhD duration. After you select, you can apply for that DX fellowship, and now EX they call. And also there is such fellowships I heard from the Hokkaido University with one of our audience in the channel. Like that, there are multiple schemes under each university for PhD, even for masters, integrated masters. Only for masters, I hope there is a regular scholarships only, that private scholarships as well as mixed scholarships only. And the next one, self-financed study in Japan. So is it difficult or easy? So I know some people who studied with self-finance and they successfully completed, and the finances for them is kind of mixture. Some of them they handle by themselves, some of them they work a part-time job, and some of them they reduce the living cost and language skills 1 to 2 years. So these two topics I will share this experience. So I come across people from India and even from I think Vietnam or Myanmar or maybe other countries also. So say you come 2 or 3 people, actually 3 people is good. You come as three people and then you take a home, the living cost will go down, and the semester fees and all, you can work in the part-time jobs. In a way, you also get to experience Japanese work culture, and you learn additional things about working in the Japanese atmosphere. So that is also another advantage, so that you can offset your living cost, and then you can earn some money. Up to 100,000 is possible in if you can manage 80,000 to 100,000 yen per month, you can earn easily. And in cities like Tokyo, you can earn even more, and Osaka, Kyoto also. Hokkaido and Fukuoka, these areas are also possible. I met some people recently in Fukuoka, Kyushu Institute of Technology in Fukuoka. So it's possible. There are people who are taking recently the self-funded also seriously. So it's another suggestion, and emailing the professor is one of the primary step in all this process. So I mentioned that also here. And where to find the universities we'll see in the last slide, and I will share some of the universities in this coming slides. So this is a university recommendation scholarship. So basically, the top schools will definitely have university recommendation slots, and these slots are sometimes pending slots from the embassy. You will get all the slots which will be filled here. And say some slots, for example, university recommended some schemes which is unique to the university and the program, that I discussed sometimes in the past also. So you can consider the university recommendation as you think and as you want to process, as per your interest. And the embassy recommendation, I told you that you can apply through embassy. That details we shared already in the past. So this video, you should be able to get broad details about the scholarships and how to process overall application. So the research papers, like some of you are asking how the overall process, so the comments and all, this video should be helpful for those, all of you. So the finding the supervisor is part of the program. You should find the supervisor, and then you should apply, contact to him, and then apply, right? So these are the ways you can contact the supervisors to get your research supervision for masters and PhD. So PhD, it's very essential, so you should talk to the person before the professor, he or she. So research papers, you can find the names and then try to reverse contact and university specific search. This is one of the effective way, but takes time. Research papers also, it's a little bit time taking one. Known from friends information, so like sometimes somebody recommend. Even I used to share in LinkedIn. We have a group like Study in Japan Mixed Scholarship group. I used to share some of the openings, and even Facebook group like Mixed Scholarship 2025. We have a group under Nimble Prerana page. So there also we share sometimes. So even your friends can share. And the conferences, sometimes people attend just for getting contacts, and then they will approach them, and then they get to study them there. That's another option people utilize. So, and the Google Scholar search is open and the last option, and of course it has all the possibilities to get your supervisor's list clearly. That is another way, but from scratch you can work. So life in Japan. So when you get the scholarship and you get you tend to think about life in Japan. What are the challenges and how you cope up with your life. So I'm going through briefly in this slide the challenges, culture shocks, and food. It's one of the main topic people think and people discuss with me in the past. So it is there. Be prepared for it, and I think you're challenging yourself. So of course there will be challenges. And the food, if you are particular about food or food allergy or food restrictions, that is also will be there. But it's not impossible if you are prepared to spend extra time to manage the shortcomings by yourself. And the time management and scheduling task is very critical and important in Japan. Once you come here, your calendar will get filled sometimes very quickly throughout for next 2 months sometimes. So that is how the timing and the time zone differences will be there. You will be missing to contact your family and friends. That is also another thing that connects to the social life, and away from home, away from family, living away from family. Like some people had a homesick, and some people are even difficult. Actually, we cannot get the comfort. That is first thing we should note. But still, some people expect when they come here, and they get it takes time to adjust the culture and all. So it's all part of the challenges if you come to Japan. So that is another information for you to be prepared. The daily life, weekdays and weekends and holidays. So weekdays mostly it will be busy with academic schedules, and sometimes for master students they do part-time jobs in the weekdays based on their courses scheduling. And for PhD also it's similar, in the first year, second year, I think, based on their research schedule. But yeah, weekends and holidays also will be in the lab for PhD scholars many times, but for master students, yes, it is flexible little bit. For the people who come to language schools, I think you are lucky, you can, they enjoy more than others, but still they study a lot. Language is so intense in the short time. Finding universities. How do you find universities? So first, try to utilize the top schools, because top schools comes with the competition, and as also comes with the number of slots are a bit more than normal. So Hokkaido University recently released this one, and also engineering program also there is, this is another school AGS program, but also there is a engineering school also released recently, and University of Tokyo is one of the earliest one which releases this notification for university recommendation. So this also you can check. Hokkaido University, I told you multiple occasions, there are multiple schemes. Likewise, bigger universities will have multiple graduate schools with different mixed application. I mean, you can apply different graduate schools. And then in the past, these scholarships are reviewed because there is a scope that number of slots are more in these universities. Again, it will come every year. So I refer to check for this Waseda University and also Tohoku University if you are applying for it. This is one of the inspiring story by our Indian student from who joined for integrated masters and PhD after rejections about 100 plus or 200 plus times, but he got it. So the next one is Kanazawa University and Toyohashi University. These two are also a bit of underestimated by people, some countries audience. We had that image, so it is not many applicants apply here, so better check out. And I know our audience somebody got selected, and they also referred me the feedback. Another one, the scholarships I forgot to mention, there is the prefecture specific scholarship like Aichi. They have this scholarship in the universities when you want to study here. Nagoya University also have this scheme applicable like that. There is prefectural specific scholarships you can apply. Please check out, and it also gives you flexibility to study your Japanese language during your course period. So that's another interesting part about scholarships particular to the prefecture. The next one, OIST, it's particularly for physics and science people, especially for PhD. So it's also interesting. It's Okinawa, the southernmost island of the Japan. So you can apply for this also if you're considering in this field. You check out this program as well. This has internships also for those who want to experience 6 months. I saw some students they got secured in the past, some of the profiles. Kochi University also a special program. This is a 3 years doctoral program. Already projects are decided, and it's very interesting. Like you'll be working on the cutting edge problem along with the supervisor. So this also, not many people are exploring this kind of universities, the regular public discussions. So please do check out. And next one, School of Science, I told already. Tokyo Institute of Technology, now they changed the name to Institute of Science Tokyo, and they merged with another university I heard recently. So this also one of the university which has a lot of slots, I would say. So please do check out. And APU is always it is there. The number of slots is there. It's so many. The Kyushu University as well. So please do check out. The deadlines varies around November, December, like I said here. So please do check out this year deadline. It will be falling around similar time to my belief. So the finding universities, please check this website. You will be able to get all the universities, national and state universities likewise, so that you can check university wise and then apply. So it's better. And the next one is our Facebook group. It's written here, the Facebook group screenshot. So please do join, or you can check out Nimble Prerana page, so you can still find under the page, or you can use this keyword. We'll be sharing sometimes, and some people are discussing. So because of certain reasons, we are not actively doing it often, but we do share whenever there is something useful and interesting for people like you who are looking for studying abroad. So thank you for the time and attention, and please do support by subscribing and sharing, and your comments and feedback is welcome. and this is my profile and link. If you want, you can check out. So thank you. See you again in the next video. I will share this kind of insights videos more often than the process explanation like before, because I think this kind of understanding makes you a strong applicant than the process if you know or not known. So I will share these kind of videos again. So please do subscribe and stay tuned. So thank you. Wish you good luck. Have a good day.